Uh, what's up, fam bam? Uh, let's talk about prison rule, convict rule. So, why is there so many convict rule? To regulate people. That's the reason why. Because without rule, the prison system be overrun by maggots, hyena. Prison environment be like in Africa, the safari. Safari. That's what it be like. You know, animal nature. So the ex-convict, I mean not the ex-convict, but the convict, the hardliner, the shot caller, those who respect the old timer, they created segregations, rules and regulations. They created rules and regulations to separate, to segregate faction. So if you don't have rules and regulations in between the faction, there's gonna be friction. And when there's friction, it's gonna create heat. Once it creates heat, it turns to flames. Once flame catches on, it will start burning. That's why they got rules and regulation. That's why convict created rules in prison, politics, to regulate people. Without rules to regulate people, like I said, people become animals. You know, being in prison is the last line of education. The last lines of education to absorb, to learn, to educate, respect. Without respect, there's going to be disrespect. Once you have disrespecting, people feeling get hurt. Once your feeling get hurt, you feel like somebody testing your manhood. You see, if somebody testing your manhood, if somebody testing your manhood, you got to want to maintain your man status. So, with any means necessary, you won't have to defend your honor. You know, that's why prison got so much rule to regulate. Hey, brother, what you just asked me to talk about, they snitches. A whole bunch of snitches, rat. That's what they are. They done send my info to the police. You know, police come harassing me. You know, you see me, I'm an entertainer. You know what I'm saying? I'm an entertainer, I'm a YouTuber. I talk about real shit. Sometimes I talk about politics. Sometimes I talk about families. Sometimes I talk about crime. Sometimes I talk about gang. Sometimes I joke around. It might get a little out of hand, but like I said, I'm an entertainer. You know, I'm an entertainer. I do, you know what I'm saying, I perform comedies. Sometimes it seems like it's joking, sometimes it seems like it's real, you know, but among people, especially that gang you talking about, is rats. Sending old Ray info to the police so the police can harass me. The police told me that. But anyway, back to my story, right? Why is there so much rule in prison? Rule is meant to regulate and control people. On the streets, how you grew up, your whole life, you know, there's no man with moral status or even street code to lace you, to lace you with some decent, you know what I'm saying, decent attitude of respect. So now, when you go to the gutter, you bound by all kinds of rules and regulations you must abide by. Because if you don't abide by it, there's going to be convict consequence. There's going to be convict rule to regulate. There's going to be convict that have no tolerance for stupidity. Convict that does not have any patience for ignorant stupidity people who walking around the yard with his head stuck inside behind his butt. See that? So, to get people attention, for them to take the rules and regulations set by convict seriously, somebody got to pay. Somebody got to pay. So once somebody pay for their stupidity for not obeying the rules and regulations, that sets a precedent for all inmates to follow. Because if they don't follow that, whether you just normal inmates, neither use a torpedo, a hardliner, hard pusher, a shot caller. It doesn't matter if you from the mafia, you from big organization, street hardcore gang. You can easily be touched. That's just the way it is. But anyway, old Ray just, you know, peep out, man, and say it like this, you know. There's a little something for y'all to touch up on your character. Take this knowledge, absorb it, utilize and harness that, you know, absorb that to your character so you could know better and be better, rise up better, you know. But before I bounce out, I want to say something like this, man. I realize Hmong people is the most hating ass people on earth. Hater. Making them lies about people. Snitching. You know, I can't believe you supposed to be a gangster, a gangbang, but you snitching. One of this day, man, when the time is right, I'll call you guys out on your snitching behavior. You know what I'm saying? If your OG doesn't stand up and realize that, then the whole gang is a rat. Rats. Okay. I got it on paper. You got on paper snitching. Have a good day. One love, okay? Let me get the hell out of here.